What's up, everybody? I was down here getting ready for the Alabama Gambler this weekend, and I figured while I was doing this, might as well go ahead and lay everything out and make a quick video on what all I bring to the gamblers with me. I probably bring a little bit more than I really need, but you never really know what's going to happen. So what we got on the ground right here, got a sledgehammer, because you'll probably end up needing to clearance something eventually. I bring a come along with me, and anyone that goes off-roading in a front-wheel drive car, you probably will get stuck eventually, so it's always a good idea to have one of those. Some really big zip ties. Then I bring 2 breaker bars, one with a 17, one with a 19, depending on what kind of car you have. You might want to change that. And then a little shovel, a couple of breaker bars, spare axle, and then a tent. If you get broke down in the middle of the woods and can't make it back to camp, it's always nice to have somewhere to sleep. And then some sort of strap or something for recovery. And then these 2 boxes right here. This one is spare parts. So in here, I've just got some bubble wrap and stuff thrown in here to keep it from vibrating around, but got a fuel filter, got a set of spark plugs. These are the fuses that go in the fuse box under the hood. And I've got spare control arm, some ball joints, spare upper control arm for the front, box of self-tappers, and 30 amp fuse to go with the 80 amp fuse. So those are all the spare parts I bring. Just that box right there, and then the axle. Then in here is my toolbox. All we got in here is a pile of ratchet straps. We've got hole saw, some smaller pry bars, just some random pliers and stuff, some jumper cables. Then we've got duct tape, just some random like lug nuts and stuff laying around. These weird little hook things just help with tying stuff down. Spark plug wrench, and then a couple socket sets, 3/8 and quarter. Never know when you'll need more wheel spacers, ball joint tools. So just kind of random stuff in here. Whatever parts I bring, I make sure I bring the tool to put that part on. Bringing the parts without bringing the tools to do the work would be kind of pointless. And then the only thing that I don't have here is the cooler. And up here I got spare gas, and then got a jug of water over here, jug of oil right there, a couple spare tires. All that junk is in there. So inside the car, it's not much. Got a jacket for if it starts raining. And I carry a couple bottles of brake fluid in the door here. ECU sealed up in a box so it doesn't get flooded. That's all for the inside. And then before you head out to the Gambler, a couple things on the hood. Check to make sure it has oil, and it does. And then check to make sure it's got water in it, which this one doesn't. So we'll just grab a jug of water. Throw some water in that thing, doesn't really matter. Full. Make sure you throw your cap back on, and then I've got my battery charging up. So we'll let that charge for a minute. Throw this thing in here, and the last thing you want to do is make sure your junk runs. Battery's in. If you know Hondas, you see that those Positive and negatives are backwards, but that's because that's the wrong battery. But luckily the cable's reached. We'll go ahead and jump in here and fire it up, take you down the street, make sure everything works with it. I just realized I left out something important. Right here you kind of need a license plate. So I'll go ahead and throw that license plate on there and then we'll take this thing down the road. And we're off. Oh, horrible stiff. Oh, we are, we're pretty much out of gas, so we'll just go to the gas station and that'll be our road test for today, I guess. Sorry the windshield's so dirty. I'll clean it so we have a better view at the Gambler. Made it to the gas station. 93 only. It looks like everything stayed back here. Got a couple gallons in here, a couple gallons in there. A little bit in the car. All right, last thing before we get back to the shop, we got to come over here and do a test lap in the woods.
Somewhere in here, we'll lose our teeth.
There's dig holes down here somewhere.
I think it's right here. Well, it might have gotten better. It got better, never mind.
No, that wasn't bad at all.
No.
Make sure that no dirt bikes coming. Try and go around their little baby jump.
Yeah, we got it.
No problem.
No problem.
Little swamp hole. All right, I think it's Gambler ready.
Gambler ready, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll put it away, ready for the weekend. Next time we get this thing out, it'll be going to the Bama Gambler. So hopefully this quick rundown of what I bring to the Gambler will help you decide what you're going to need to bring. It'll be a little bit different depending on how you built your car. 2-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Everything will be a little bit different. One thing I don't have that I wish I did, there's a winch on the front. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I got just about everything I would need. And since I said that, I'll probably end up breaking something this weekend that I'm not prepared to break. But on that note, we'll go ahead and finish this video off right here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next week for another one.